Isn't it strange how the moment you stop trying so hard, she suddenly starts noticing you more? You pull back a little, and now she's leaning in. You go quiet, and suddenly she's curious, checking your stories, texting first, wondering what's changed. This isn't a game, it's a shift in energy. Real attraction doesn't come from chasing, it comes from knowing your worth. That shift, that calm, quiet confidence is what makes a man unforgettable, not by force, but by presence. In this video, I'm going to share 4 powerful steps that help you tap into this mindset, the kind of mindset that doesn't just attract her, but makes her emotionally invested in you. And if you stay with me till the end, I'll share one core belief, one inner shift that separates the men she forgets from the man she can't stop thinking about. Let's get into it. Step 1. Control the chase. Why do we crave what feels just out of reach and overlook what's always there? It's simple. We're wired to chase uncertainty. And when you're always the one initiating, constantly available, always trying to impress her, you remove that uncertainty. You make it too easy. And easy gets overlooked. But the man who controls the chase, he plays it differently. He's not desperate for attention. He values his attention. He's interested, yes, but he doesn't hand out energy without reciprocity. His time feels earned, not expected. A friend of mine used to blow up a girl's phone with texts, double messages, late night calls, everything. She never replied. One day, he stopped, started focusing on his own life, hit the gym, took trips, stopped posting for attention, and started living with intention. A few weeks later, hey, stranger, that wasn't random. That was the result of space. Because when you stop chasing, you create a gap. And in that gap, desire begins to grow. But don't confuse that with being cold. Real detachment is something else entirely. Let's talk about that in step 2. Step 2, embrace emotional discipline. Here's something most men don't realize. They don't lose her because of how they look. They lose her because of how they react. The moment she pulls back, they start spiraling. They overthink. They double text. They question their worth. That panic? She can feel it, and it instantly shifts the dynamic. Emotional discipline means staying calm when things feel uncertain. It's about responding with clarity, not reacting with fear. You don't chase answers. You let her actions reveal the truth. You stop seeking reassurance and start holding your ground. I had a client go through this exact test. His girl started acting distant, slow replies, short conversations. The old version of him would have begged for answers, but this time, he did nothing. He stayed composed, focused on his life. A few days later, hey, I've been thinking about you. Why? Because he didn't hand her a reaction, he gave her silence. He didn't create pressure, he created curiosity. That's what emotionally grounded men do. They're not chasing outcomes, they're rooted in presence. But let's be honest, staying detached is hard when your heart's still involved. So how do you master that balance? Let's move into step 3. Step 3, build a life she wants to enter. Let me be blunt. When your life is full, driven, and meaningful, detachment doesn't feel forced. It becomes effortless. You're not pretending to be busy. You're genuinely focused on your own growth. Most men cling because they're bored, they're lonely, or they're trying to find meaning in someone else rather than in their own mission. But the moment you start building a life that excites you, that's when the magic happens. Women don't want to be an option. They want to be chosen. And they're drawn to the man who is too busy living to worry about who's texting back. Think about it. The guy who wakes up with purpose, who's grinding, who's making moves, he's not overthinking why she didn't reply. He's too busy elevating himself. One of my clients started his own fitness brand, posting about his passion and growth, not looking for validation. And what happened? A girl who had ghosted him came back with, "I love what you're doing now." That's what happens when you detach from the outcome and level up your life. You stop chasing and instead you attract.